This family Christmas worship booklet is part of a new initiative we will be developing as part of our ministries here at the Journey Church. Faith at Home is intended to encourage faith development in the home. Research has shown that many young people leave the church by the time they reach 20 years old, and a large part of that is due to their faith being a church event rather than a 24/7 lifestyle. Families that practice faith at home will foster spiritual maturity and a relationship with God that will stand the test of time. This family Christmas worship booklet is our first offering of a tool that we hope will be used to further faith development in your family. And at this time, we're going to pass it over to Brent, who will be leading us in our Christmas devotion.
We want to talk today about Christmas traditions. We want to look at what are our favorite family Christmas traditions, and we want to do this by answering two questions. The first is this: simply, what is your favorite family Christmas tradition? Make a list of this and write it down, and we're going to refer back to that list in a little bit. If you're having trouble with that one, just answer this second question. What would you miss if Christmas were canceled this year? Write those things down. We'll be referring to them a little bit later. The good thing about our family traditions is that we need to understand them as good gifts from God. Traditions are important to us because they help us remember some really good things in our past. Times with mom and dad, fun with the children, important memories that bring us closer together as a family. Traditions also show us that we belong. The little things that we do as a family that differ from others all remind us that we have a place in the world with our family. It reminds us that we belong somewhere. Perhaps the most powerful things tradition does is bring comfort to us. For some, it's the smell of Christmas baking or the aroma of a fresh tree in the house. For others, it will be singing songs or visiting friends. Perhaps that favorite decoration placed in the same location every year. Traditions truly are a gift from God when they bring us closer together as a family. The question we need to ask, though, is very simple. Would it still be Christmas if we did not have our favorite family Christmas tradition? And this is where I want you to take that list that you made just a few minutes ago and start looking it over and asking yourself that question. Would it still be Christmas if I didn't have these things? Take a minute to do that. If we're not careful, traditions can become what Christmas is all about. The danger of traditions is that they can crowd Jesus from Christmas. Presents, family dinners, treats, eggnog, sweets, Christmas trees, lights, and cards are all good gifts to enjoy as long as they do not take our attention away from God's greatest gift, Jesus. So how do we go about finding Jesus at Christmas time? Well, let's think about the first Christmas. Angels directed the shepherds to go to Bethlehem, and they found Jesus lying in a manger. Wise men came later and brought gifts and worshiped Jesus. It was all about Jesus. What new tradition will we add to our Christmas this year to remind us about Jesus, God's greatest gift? There are traditions that families can have that help us worship Jesus. For example, family members can act out the story of Luke chapter 2, and everybody have a part. Families can bake a birthday cake and sing happy birthday to Jesus. Families can hide the baby Jesus from the manger scene, from the creche, and then everyone goes searching for baby Jesus. And when he's found, bring him back and put him in the scene. Even having a family Christmas time like we are doing this year at the Journey Church is a great new tradition that can be added as well. But what are some of your ideas? What can we add to our family traditions to remind us about Jesus? Take a minute, talk to each other. And if you can't come up with something right away, that's okay. We have all year to think about it. But we need to think about it. Christmas is all about finding Jesus.